Yeah, I was interested. I'm a fairly new faculty member here on campus, and so this was the first time that I was introducing a large course on campus here. And so my initial contact was with CRLT, and I participated in a large course initiative workshop in which we spent multiple weeks working on different concepts around pedagogy, around GSIs, and assessments. So that was my initial contact, was trying to rethink the course through this LCI grant that I'd received. And from there, we started to open up for other opportunities and to try to think about how to do a course, which is typically a lecture course, and undo it in some ways that might be interesting for students, for GSIs, and for me as the instructor. So the course was a fall course, and the initial conversation was about middle of spring semester, winter term.
Yeah.
Around the middle of winter term, we started the conversation.
So I think Jason emailed me sometime in April or March, actually.
That's about right, yeah.
March or April. And this was just amazing. I was like, oh my God, we have an entire summer to plan this. What a luxury. And it was great because I could have that initial conversation with Jason. At the time, I was the digital pedagogy librarian, so this was my job. And I was able to bring in Maura, our history librarian, and then our folks from special collections. And I think we also had conversations with someone from your unit who was working with clickers.
Yeah,
that's
Anthony
right.
King with
That's right.
iClicker
Yep,
Cloud.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was really great because we could think about all of these things. Special collections had already worked with another, I think 80-person English course, so they were also tweaking and refining some of their methods, so they could share also the example assignments that they had built out with this other faculty member, and then we could tweak it and make it appropriate for this class.
Nice.
And then we met early on in this prior to the start of the semester, so we could actually fine-tune the assignments. We could schedule spaces. And because Special Collections was coming in every week for 4 weeks with the recitation groups.
That's right.
So that was a lot of juggling of space and people and materials, because they were taking, primary materials from the 18th century, 18th and 19th centuries, and carting them all over the library for the students.
Wow.
So there was a lot just to coordinate.
The logistics were really pretty significant.
So it was really nice to have that amount of time to figure out all of those things. So when the semester is actually playing out, it doesn't seem as hectic as it otherwise would.
Right.
And
It's difficult too, because that's an incredible institutional intelligence that it takes, that instructors just frankly often don't have the institutional intelligence to know that for this particular item, that particular department is best. And so having help in navigating that part is really key. One of the things that I've noticed here is that people are willing to kind of extend invitations and information across departments in a way that in many cases only required me to talk to one person. When in fact there are 5 or 6 emails that follow my one question. I don't ever really see those 5 or 6 emails, but it's the institutional intelligence of the first person I'm talking to know that this needs to be coordinated across departments.